thing got bent or something. There we go.
Yeah, it is not the best.
There we go. It's fixed. You're en route to something. What call were you on?
Oh.
Did I put you on that?
Oh, go ahead. Just put me available. Yeah. Us available.
Us. We're a team here. We're a partner.
That's right. I love working with you, dude.
Sure. We're probably just live. That's why you're saying that. We are live.
Stuff all over the place. Well, welcome to a Thursday edition of Live on Patrol, folks. I'm Deputy Pat Scott with the Ramsey County, Minnesota Sheriff's Office, and with me is...
Deputy Joe Miller, better known to a lot of the backseaters as Jelly Joe. Welcome, backseaters. Welcome.
Intelligence Analyst Extraordinaire.
Yes, extraordinaire. Make sure we put that part in there.
Now, I am going to... We generally don't do shout-outs on Thursdays, but I am going to do one today because I thought I had done this Friday night, but I guess I didn't. So, Muhammad Hassan, originally from Pakistan, who works security in Malaysia now, had his birthday on August 26th and is 22 years old. So happy birthday to you, Muhammad. We've chatted a few times on Messenger. Hope you had a great birthday.
I got one too, Pater, if you don't mind.
Go right ahead.
So this comes from one of our co-workers, Rich Altieri. Tara Lovejoy from Maplewood. Tara Lovejoy. Her birthday was on Monday, so happy birthday, Tara Lovejoy.
Lovejoy. What a great name.
Yes, I was making sure I read that correctly.
And one of my favorite actors when I was growing up was Frank Lovejoy.
Frank Lovejoy.
There aren't too many people old enough to remember him who listen to us, I think, but
no,
Frank Lovejoy was a great actor.
I was going to ask you, Pat, what kind of name a movie he was in, because I'm having a hard time.
You know, I want to say like some detective movies, some World War II era movies.
I'll have to Google that.
Yeah. You should. Google Frank Lovejoy movies. Let's see what movies.
I'm going to do that. Oh, yeah, you weren't kidding. From the 1950s, it looks like 50, 53. Quite a few movies, none that are standing out for me, but yeah, detective movies.
I can close my eyes and hear his voice.
Yeah, he was in a lot of movies, just none that I recall. They're all from the 50s. 55.
He is what I think we would call a character actor.
Yeah.
Why is Joe called Jelly Joe? Way back at the beginning. Actually, Joe rode with the sheriff before I did.
I did. That's a fact.
And there were a few times where we all three rode together. So we had Pat, Bob, and Joe. And one of the backseaters came up with PBJ, peanut butter and jelly.
That's correct.
Ever since then, he's been Jelly Joe.
Yeah, and people ask that question quite a bit when I was at the fair. A lot of backseaters were always asking, how did you ever get the nickname Jelly Joe? And there's a couple of theories out there. One was because of if you've seen me in person, you'll see my hair always has lots of hair gel in it. So that's one theory, is the hair gel. But it's, yeah, like Pat said, it's the PB&J, the original Pat, Bob, and Joe. And then some people, because they see me, they're like, you don't look like a Jelly Joe, like jelly donuts, or, picture me being a little more weight on. Chunky, yes. A little more weight on me, and they're like, you're not a Jelly Joe.
Or like when I was a grade schooler, I had to get jeans in husky sizes.
Yes. I used to get my brother had the Huskies, and I had the slim fit.
So we are northbound on Payne Avenue. We just passed my dentist's office, which is why I gave him a little whoop. We're going to pass my barber shop. We're going to give them a little whoop, too. Give the guy in the first chair by the window a wave when we go.
We will here. Let's see. There he is.
So we finished up almost a week and a half, well, more than a week and a half at the fair on Monday. So I think we're both still in recovery mode a little bit.
Yeah, I definitely took Tuesday off vacation, and then I called the boss and I said, you know what, that one day was not enough. So I took yesterday as well. So I used 2 days, and boy, I could use the rest of the week. It's I worked 8 days of the fair, but in the middle of it we had a conference that we attended, so it's technically 12 days of still work-related functions. And by the end of the 12 days, Pat, my brain was pretty much overloaded with all the things, and it was ready for a break, that I can tell you. But lots of good food, lots of good people. I mean, countless backseaters came up to us at the fair for pictures, and numerous people were thanking us for their service. I think just about every day I couldn't even count. It was a lot of people saying, thank you for what you do, thank you for your service.
Well, like I've gotten in the habit of telling people, guess what? You guys are worth it.
Yes.
You really are. Do you know anything about a bronze Lincoln Mark V last night that a 15-year-old took from his grandma and was driving erratically? Do you know if they got it back?
I don't know if they got it. I recall something like that on one of our threads, but I don't remember hearing any more about
it. So school is back in session.
Yep. Yeah, it's hard to believe. It's like I say this every year, but after the 4th of July, it's like the summer just goes by rapid, quick, and then state fair, and then school starts. Kids all back in school.
Yeah. So as is usual on these weekday lives, we're probably going to be out here for an hour, maybe a little bit more. It was earlier today. It was very busy. There was a stolen car or van.
Yeah.
Got crashed out at the Como Park Conservatory, and the suspect was able to get away. Over on Matilda Street, there was a guy with felony warrants who violating an order for protection, and they ended up catching up to him. He was kind of trapped between a chain link fence and a garage, if I understood the call correctly.
Last night I watched a little bit just because I got the alert on my phone, and I know they were talking about the fair, and I just want to add to that with Rev and all the ambassadors. They do just a phenomenal, tremendous job of de-escalating a lot of the fights that were occurring at the fair, or before preventing the fights from occurring, because a lot of the Rev and the ambassadors have a good relationship with a lot of these kids, and they prevent things from escalating or turning into large crowds or large fights. So I just want to give a shout out to the ambassadors for doing a good job.
Yeah, I'm really fond of our ambassadors. They're a really good group of men and women.
Yeah, no doubt.
Area 4 is the commercial on PPV.
Copy 4 the commercial. 3232.
Saw my dear friend Barb Mueller last night, who's the mother of my friend Nick Mueller, and she had been laid up for quite some time. I believe it was her ankle she broke, and was actually in a wheelchair for a long time, and was finally able to get out of the house she came home, I think, last week, and was able to get out of the house last night, and is in a boot instead of a wheelchair. So it's good to see you, Barb.
Oh, that's right. Yesterday was Wednesday. It was Vingo night.
Bingo night, yes, sir.
That's the first time I've seen a light like that, Pat, by the down there by the where a hitch would be.
Pleasant day out. It's 73 degrees. The humidity seems to be pretty low, but the pollen count is way up, and my sinuses are telling me so.
Yeah, me too. I'm with you. I got something going on. Yeah, it's definitely cooler than it was the last few days, and it's actually kind of nice. And then I think it's going to get warmer before the cold really sets. I think Monday, Tuesday, it's going to be nice again. And the weekend's not going to be too great, but I think Monday, Tuesday, it's going to be in the 80s again.
Ooh. Right up ahead is the famous M&H gas station, where you've seen the sheriff and I stop on most Friday nights that we're out live.
Usually St. Paul off duty there when Pat and Bob stop by.
And it's usually Mike Ernster, Sergeant
Yes.
Mike Ernster, the public information.
Yeah, what a great guy too.
He really is. And I mentioned, but he was here for quite a while when he was a patrolman. And his nickname is Ernie. Mike Ernster. Everybody called him Ernie. Well, guess what he named his canine?
Ernie.
Bert.
Bert.
So it was Bert and Ernie.
I forgot about that. Yeah, you know, as a matter of fact, now that you mentioned that, but if you can't series police, you go to a lot of other St. Paul cops, the K9. It was a great series, and they only ran for I think just one season.
But it was really good.
It was. They did a cool job too of filming like how the city of St. Paul looked, the downtown area, and it was something to check.
I even made it in there for a couple episodes.
Oh yeah.
For some apprehensions.
I suppose that was it 2006 or something maybe, or
That sounds about right. I know I was working the east side, and that was my...
because I know a lot of that's back when they had a gang unit, and a lot of our Asian gangs were big back then. Like it originated from California. It was the Menace of Destruction was a big one, and I think they talk about that in that series.
I think it was during that time period where our deputy got shot by that
Yes.
wanted felon.
Yes. Things from is what I would say in 2007 with Ramsey County working in the jail, and they have changed drastically. They're much younger, less organized. There's no hierarchy. It's very confusing with sides because it's like there's a lot of cliques or fracturing or splintering, or somebody gets for whatever reason there's a lot of splintering, breaking off, and it's hard to really pinpoint. It's not like the gangs from LA or Chicago where like you have Crips and the Bloods and it's clear defined. It's very fuzzy in St. Paul.
Very true.
Very complex with different sides.
How you and the intelligence unit are able to keep track.
Yeah, it's getting harder, especially with these younger kids that are hybrid or cliques gangs.
It's a white truck.
Is there something you saw back there?
Nope, just cruising.
1339.
The guy would empty the trash cans would always ride on the side.
Yeah.
I wanted to be that guy. I thought that was cool. Due to the proximity to an address we're familiar with.
Yep.
72 showing clear.
Them to pop out before they see us. Yeah, I finally met Leanne Olson from Sioux Falls, South Dakota at the fair. And sounds like she's been it's been getting pretty violent there. Nobody we know.
Yeah, there was quite a few backseaters that were came up to me at the fair. They were from either outstate or neighboring states, and Faribault, South Dakota. Hey, we're backseaters.
My neighbor Jim Leonard is watching. Jim and his wife Claudette are amazing neighbors.
Yeah, it's good to have nice neighbors.
Yeah, I am blessed to have them next door to me. Really good people. And he's actually the cousin of my good friend who you know, Lieutenant Joe Steiner from Maplewood PD.
Another. Oh, that was your radio. What the heck? Somebody yelling?
Yeah, something a long ways away. So we are trying to find something here, folks. And the cat team is out. In a short amount of time, the nighttime cat crew, the night cats,
The night cats.
will be out. that guy in the stolen car drove through the yard.
Mm-hmm.
And all these trash cans behind the car, thinking we wouldn't be able to see the plate. But Nicole spotted it. I couldn't get the front yard blocked off in time. He ended up getting away.
I thought we ended up getting him later on. That went around the whole city, and later in the day we got
I
him.
believe so, yeah.
693, can you put my call on pending? And then assign me to the
I remember sitting back there in case he was going to come back here.
130. Thank you.
You're welcome. The mail is asking.
Every time one of them gets away, we our tactics evolve a little bit.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, just in a couple of 3 years, CAT team, how much smoother things have gone after
Thank you.
minor hiccups, if you will, or whatever. Minor tweaking to for the next time.
I was hearing a car coming. I was hearing cars down on 7th Street. Just a wheelbarrow in the middle of the road.
I thought that was a dog at first. I'm like, what is that?
Reserve 1439 EOT.
Saw an interesting story out of Milwaukee, where Milwaukee, much like many major cities around the country, including Minneapolis and St. Paul, doesn't want school resource officers anymore. Well, the Milwaukee Police Association did a public records request and found out that last school year, Milwaukee Public Schools called the police 3,141 times.
Wow.
That would kind of indicate that, to me, that school resource officers are a pretty good idea.
I mean, yeah, you'd think, and I don't know how big the Milwaukee School District is. I imagine it's big, but 3,000 still sounds like quite a few calls for
That's a
service.
lot of calls. working a lot of the spots where we get stolen cars dumped, abandoned, or sometimes just temporarily stashed until they come back to them. But
Kind of just pulled out of your license tires and check and see if they
not coming up with any yet.
Nope.
The operative word being
Yet.
See if this guy knows the stop sign is coming pretty quick.
Does your LPR capture like side, or does it have to be kind of head on? Or at an angle,
actually,
probably?
I found out that even
At an angle? Like that would do it?
that angle right there, it'll get, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. JCF.
309.
Clear. Caravan. 668 York. Small fire, campfire or something. Brush fire.
There is just nothing on the radio.
Yeah, good question, because I gotta check to see if
We had to look and make sure our radios are on, and they are. We're monitoring 3 different radio channels right now.
I mean, there's stuff in pending, but nothing to, I guess, P4s, which is priority 4, and not important. Or that important. You have to get a White Castle.
Oh. I think we do.
Two each?
2 each? Yeah.
That's him. I'm paying for him.
Thank you. We've said it before, we'll say it again. Jalapeno cheeseburgers from White Castle.
Oh yeah, a lot of the backseaters are real familiar with the Joe and Pat White Castle special. lounge. What do we got? Protection order.
State, Iowa.
Oh, where do you see Iowa? Oh.
So that's a wrong state. Somebody just said they took the White Castle out of their neighborhood. I got a feeling that's going to be the one on Lake Street.
Oh, in Minneapolis?
Yeah. And I heard a KFC is going in there, so that's not a bad trade-off.
No. Yeah, KFC once in a while, it ain't bad.
You have to every once in a while.
Crispy chicken recipe.
I'm the original.
Yeah, there's there's a whole thing called copycat recipes of fast food restaurants and famous places that have.
I've tried about six of them.
I tried it, and it's not as good.
No.
I tried, but
there's some spice, at least one, that every one of those is missing.
yes. I have perfected the McDonald's Egg McMuffin with sausage.
Yeah,
It's pretty simple.
Yep.
And it tastes just as good. Not quite as good, but just as good.
I like them making the original Canadian bacon one too.
Yeah, I'm not a Canadian bacon.
But I'm generally not, but I like them on those. And there's something about the original one at McDonald's. There's something different about the taste. Just like the fries taste.
It is,
different.
yeah, it is good. Very good. And then the hash brown's also good.
The original McDonald's French fries were cooked in lard
334.
or beef tallow.
We better get 3, so we'll get 5 total.
Okay.
334.
I would like 5 jalapeno cheeseburgers, and that's it, please. Thank you.
Ooh, stolen plate, Pat.
Nevada.
Ah. Jesus.
Yeah,
All right.
I had
way to get excited here.
Yeah, it got me a couple times.
Should be.
5 jalapenos, $6.59.
Oh, that's it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
32 times 70. Happy.
Crime fighters need fuel to fight crime.
Yes, indeed.
And we're getting our fuel right now.
Joseph is going to check on the sunbird. They will circle in a wheelchair wearing a orange shirt.
You got 10 cheese sliders for $7.99.
by the cent?
80 cents each. That's not bad.
Copy 5336.
Well, this isn't bad either, really. I mean, $1.25 each.
No, and they're good. I mean, I crave them sometimes.
Ready?
Starting wage, $15.57. White Castle, right here. Starting wage, right on the receipt.
Not bad for a starter job.
No.
And White Castle is famous for having really good benefits for their employees, I've heard.
Yeah, I think I heard that as well. Yeah, when I started in 2007, I didn't make much more than that in the Ramsey County Jail.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm really dating myself, but 1975.
Oh, I can imagine.
Starting wage at San Antonio Police Department was $733 a month.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And felt like I was living like a king.
Yeah.
Jody and Steve, the radio sounds like exactly what you hear. Thank you. Make sure there's some napkins. There are. Grab the first one. There you go. It's looking like rain clouds. You're right, Deborah. That's exactly what we picked up. Jalapeno cheeseburgers.
Yes, indeed. Yes, they're very hot. We're drinking. I got a Mountain Dew with mine. Someone was asking what we're having with our White Castles.
Yeah, they got a good little bite to them.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting close to a couple block area that was a hot spot for a while for some of our car thieves who would steal the keys from auto repair shops and then steal vehicles that were repaired or waiting for minor repairs. They'd steal the vehicles.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It took me a second to...
Remember the one guy that got him in the Sears lot?
Yes.
446, case number, please.
They had a long drive.
Yeah.
Case number is going to be 166310.
Received, thank you.
You're welcome. 1407.
Oh, those first two went down too easy. Where's your last one?
Definitely hitting the spot.
Yes, indeed.
Let's go 246.
246.
At Wing Financial, 18417. Customer hit the gas pedal instead of the brakes and did the fence. They're still on scene of Blue Toyota
How
Corolla.
horrible that
Alpha
scene at the
X-ray
Park
Lima
Tavern.
984.
St. Louis Park.
Oh, yes. Yeah, just
That's
horrific.
going to be a good one.
Was it, two dead and I don't know how many, several injured.
More than 4 times the legal limit.
Yeah.
Multiple prior DUIs.
Yeah, they have his mugshot and I was like, wow. Very sad.
To tune the radio,
I wasn't talking to you, Siri.
Ooh. You have to take one of your Tums.
Still worth it.
Oh, yeah. That hit the spot. That was good. 3 was the right number. 4 would have been 2.
When you're my age, 2 will be the right number. neighborhood where that guy was running from the cops and did the belly flop over the fence?
Yeah.
Would you just stop?
Would you just? Yeah, I remember that episode.
One nine nine. Can you pen my current, please?
Oh, there's that pollen or
little
something.
sniffles.
It was
Might
from
be the
the
jalapeno.
jalapenos or something. I got the same thing going on.
Well, maybe they cleared our sinuses a little bit.
I don't know. It could be the pollen.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of it. It's a real high count today. There's some mannerisms.
Let's see where they're from.
Oh, never mind.
We're good.
Yeah. Well, we are probably going to be out here another 15 minutes or so, folks. Unless something happens. I got the feeling we're boring folks a bit today.
Yeah, there's just not much. Like Pat said, you hear what we hear, and I'm not hearing a whole lot in the radio. Not a whole lot in pending either. Just parking.
change your clothes somewhere.
Tell you what, Patrick, I'm glad this week's just about over. Tomorrow's Friday, and I could definitely use the weekend. Even though I had 2 days off, that wasn't enough. So I'm looking very forward to Saturday, Sunday.
Tomorrow is Friday, that's right.
265.
And God bless you for Live on Patrol. And you went out last Friday too, right?
Yes, we did. We didn't get out till about midnight, and we were out till...
Yeah, but still, because you were at the state fair early, and you were there early.
Sure
and
was.
That's just medics for
It was a
mail
long
down.
day.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, definitely ran into a lot of really nice people out at the fair.
Yeah, it went by quick, but also it was long, if that makes sense. It was, it came, and I'm like, man, this is kind of dragging on, and then it's like, that went by fast, 12 days, but 12 days is long enough.
Plenty long enough.
Yeah. Yeah, I think by day 3 it was pretty much in the mode where I would just literally wake up, shower, and then go to work. Or I'd head right out to the fair. It was, cause I was, you get off at midnight, or, you know, by the time you get home it's 1 o'clock in the morning, and then
Yeah, that whole time period just
yeah,
it
I
all
would
ran together.
literally get up and shower, and then, all right, let's head back into the fairgrounds.
Yep. Westbound on 7th at Arcade, folks. this here. Head in. A couple weeks ago. So, yeah. Looks like he's going to get some of the best pizza in town. Yep, I'd say so. All good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, for the most part. Right? It's not stolen, we'll say that.
Somebody familiar to you?
No. I guess he is valid. Never mind. I thought he was expired. So we're all nothing. We're all good. Yeah, I think this is the original Carbonis.
It is. I had thought the one on Randolph was, but a employee from day one corrected me and said this is the original.
Yep. Yeah, this was very, very good pizza.
But I was
I think they switched owners, though.
okay. But I was eating at the one on Randolph in the 70s.
Yeah, Randolph, I would say, if I had to choose, I mean, they're both good, but I would say Randolph makes a very, very good pizza.
Indeed.
And then Savoy's up here on 7th and Lafayette used to be one of my favorites, too.
Mm-hmm. And if it didn't close down yet, it's soon to close down, the one on White Bear.
Yeah, that's that third White Bear, I think.
Yeah, but they are saving the original oven.
Oh, see, I thought they had already closed, and there's another one, I think in Woodbury, by the old Best Buy there in that Valley Creek Mall.
You're right.
But not as good as the other locations, I'll just say that.
Assign me the 959 Euclid Street abandoned vehicle, please.
Yeah.
You betcha.
Thank you very little.
I like that. I haven't heard that in a long time. All right, folks, we are back at the Law Enforcement Center, and we are going to wrap it up. So thanks for riding with us.
Thank you, backseaters. Always a pleasure.
Sheriff and I should be out live tomorrow night. So we'll see you next time. Have a good night.